Good morning.
Morning.
It's probably a little bit afternoon. What time is it? It's
Yeah.
12:35.
Yeah.
Still feels like morning, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, how you doing?
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just keep doing. That's
Just keep going. Yep.
Just keep doing.
I came in and she was walking. So you walk around your apartment by yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm walking with well, I when I do walk out in the hallway and stuff, I take my walker.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case,
Just in case. Yeah.
But around my room, and it's a small room, so there's something to hang on to all over. I can walk fine. Yeah.
Well, you fell in your room, so there weren't enough things to hang on to.
Yeah.
This is where you fell that you couldn't hang on to something.
Yeah.
That's how you broke your
Well,
hip
the
in your
thing
room.
is, the chair slid out that way. Rather than, I don't know. It happened so fast, I don't even know.
Are you still using your, she has her wheelchair right there. Are you still using the wheelchair?
Well, because the room's so small and stuff, I use it as my chair.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty comfortable though, too, isn't it?
Yeah. And so when I sit at, I had to move the benches, because there's.
Well, and at least that has a back on it and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and, yep.
I mean it's a comfortable chair, and I just go from my reading machine to my.
Oh, you just wheel over. You don't even need to get up, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, I don't really think I need it much longer. You can sell it.
No, I'm not selling it. So we got some snacks to try today.
Yes.
Yes. That's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to enjoy them. They want to see you, so it's kind of a way to see you, but we're doing something.
Well, I like to see them too.
Yeah. They miss you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some different kinds of stuff, so we'll start with this.
Okay.
And the good thing is you can't see what it says anyway, so.
I can't see. Yeah.
No. So, I'm just gonna grab a plate from over here.
It's right on top of the microwave.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. It's really sunny today. It's been a nice, almost spring, I think. I mean, the weather's been really.
Yeah, most of the, it's warm out. Most of the snow is gone.
Well, if it stays like this, mild and not wind, I'm going to start taking short walks around the building. Yeah, with my, I'm careful. They keep an eye on me here. I can't get away.
I thought you couldn't leave the building. That was the thing. When you first moved in, they said you couldn't leave the building unless you had somebody with you.
I never heard that. I read it without somebody. I left one before I fell. I always went alone. But I had my little thing around my neck.
And
then it's not, there are windows everywhere.
Who's watching you? Oh, yeah.
I mean,
then somebody would be like, oh, what's laying out there?
There's a body out there. I think I'll check it out. But, yeah. And, I had my little necklace.
She actually had it on when I came in. Because, that's the problem that happened last time. You fell and then didn't have it on, so you had to drag yourself. I can just picture you dragging yourself.
Well, I made enough noise. I said, help.
Yeah.
So I didn't need.
And her friend Dale fell, but Dale's doing better. Yeah, he broke his elbow or did something to his elbow.
Well, he was playing a game. They were going around chairs. I said, you can't play those kinds of games.
Yeah, they're like 100 years old and they're playing like Duck, Duck, Gray Duck or something.
Well, sometimes when everybody's old, you feel young, because nobody looks younger than you.
Yeah.
And everybody looks old, so it works out good. And
you
none
look
of,
young.
A lot of us can't see either, too.
Yeah,
No, it's a nice combination.
yeah.
Yes.
And everybody's nice here.
Oh yeah.
Really nice. Yeah. So
What's not to be nice about when you're our age?
some people are kind of crabby.
Well, they're crabby when they're in their rooms.
But I think some people have like dementia or Alzheimer's
Yeah.
or beginnings of, because
Yeah.
there's a different wing that does that. But okay, that's where they send you when that happens. Okay, are you ready? You're gonna try one of these. Take this.
What is it now? My eyes are getting worse.
Okay, yeah, our eyes are
If
getting
that's
worse.
possible.
So
What?
it's a Cheeto.
Oh.
You know what a Cheeto is, right?
Yeah, I said that's
Yeah.
it. Looks the shape.
But it's a certain flavor. So take a.
What flavor is it?
Well, you're supposed to tell me.
Oh. Pickle. I like pickle.
Mm-hmm. Dill pickle. But it's flaming hot dill pickle. You like hot though, don't you?
Oh, I love hot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, these are good, huh?
Mm.
Ooh, they got a kick after you eat it.
Yeah, they're real. You gotta take something to drink. They're kind of spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Pickle spicy.
Pickle spicy. They're called Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Crunchy Cheetos.
I think they make me cough. Because they're so spicy and hot.
Yeah, that would be good with a soda though, right?
Well, you'd have to take a bite of something else with it.
Yeah, like a sandwich or something. Hamburger would be good.
Yeah. Because it tickles your throat when, it's spicy.
I don't know if
and
that's tickling your throat, but
it's doing something. Well,
Yeah.
put that on that. That's what it does. It tickles your throat.
Tickles your throat. My eyes are watering actually. That was hot. Okay. So these are this.
What are
Okay.
they?
They're Cheetos again.
Can I sit on your lap?
You're gonna be like a puppet where I stick my hand up there and I'm gonna make you talk.
I never can get close enough to her.
I never can get scooch.
And yeah.
Here you go.
And that looks like the other one.
Going right in. Okay.
Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese flavored. Are they hot?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But does it taste like cheese something? It's cheese pizza.
I was just getting the pizza taste now.
I
No,
was
really.
just getting the pizza taste.
Chewing
You do.
it before.
Yeah. It tastes just like cheese pizza, doesn't it?
Well, I love pizza. I love cheese. Yeah,
Perfect combination.
I'd take these. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these aren't hot.
No, they're not.
Mm-mm. Yeah, they taste just like cheese pizza.
Mm.
That's weird how they can do that.
It's a keeper, at least in my opinion.
It's a thumbs up. Did you like the hot ones, or is that not a thumbs up?
It just said it tickled your throat. If you drink something right after,
Mm-hmm.
each one, each bite.
Yep.
I mean, I don't dislike it,
Right. Okay.
but yeah.
So, here, we'll go a little.
Where do we put?
You can just set it right there.
Okay.
Okay, so these were interesting.
What are they? What's so funny? You said
You're
something.
just like leaned in and you're like we're like Siamese twins
I
or
know,
something.
And I know that annoys. That annoys.
I just
well,
like
it annoys all
I just
kids,
like my
guess.
personal space, you know.
When their
but you're
mother,
good.
gets so close. I
do it to Jessie though. Jessie said I do it to her, so
well, see,
I know.
I guess you don't notice it when it's you doing it. I mean, you being anyone.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, so these are this. So these are almonds.
What are they?
Almonds.
Oh, I like
But they're
almonds.
a certain flavor, so go ahead and taste it.
Yeah, my tongue for
Put her tongue on it.
no. Well, they're sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Can you pick out the flavor?
Really? Jelly bean?
No.
It tastes like jelly bean.
Did it? It's blueberry.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean jelly beans.
Blueberry, jelly bean, blueberry.
I could mistaken those
Mhm.
things. Yeah. Mm,
Did
I
you like
like
it?
I like it.
You want another one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you like blueberries. It does taste like blueberries. I don't know so much on
Blueberries.
blueberries. Yeah.
Blueberries.
Maybe with some coffee or something. Okay, here's another interesting. I always look for different flavors of stuff. So these are Ruffles. You know, like remember?
Oh, yeah.
Ruffles have ridges.
I
Remember
know.
that commercial?
Yes, I do.
Mhm. So these are Ruffles, but they're a certain flavor. They're, you know, they have all these different flavors. Okay, so go ahead.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. They're hot. They're hot.
Yeah,
And the flavor is cheese.
it's hot wings. Hot wings. You know how you and Frank used to order like wings all the time, didn't you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like a chicken wing or whatever.
Oh, I like these.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too hot.
Mm-mm.
It's just right.
Yeah, that would be good with like a sandwich or just a soda. Yeah, it tastes like a chicken wing.
Chicken wings it is. Yes.
Chicken wings it is.
And they're probably cheaper than you get more.
Yeah, you get, that's a pretty big bag.
Yeah.
No,
I got
go down the wrong way.
clear my throat.
Here, do you need some help? Do you need the Heimlich?
Not yet.
Oh, they can't
But
call.
I might. You never know.
They can't call it the Heimlich anymore.
Oh.
When I was taking CPR, because
What
I
do they
have to be
call it?
CPR certified. I forget what they call it now, but the kids of the guy that started it was suing because,
Was that his name?
yeah, who invented it or something, and there's some lawsuit. I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't like it that they changed it? Is that what he doesn't
No, the
like?
family were suing somebody about it, over it, and yeah, they
That
just,
is-
I mean, you know, it's not about saving lives or anything. They want, you know, yeah, it's crazy.
It's,
You okay?
the world is getting sillier.
Yes, it is. Okay, so this is a couple sweet things. We have 2 things left. Okay? You
Yeah.
okay?
I like sweet.
I know you do.
Mm.
Okay, can you read that? Do you need a tissue?
Yes, I do need. If there's one right over there.
There is
Can you
one
see
right
it?
over there.
I have tissues everywhere.
Yes, you do.
I'm telling you, when you get old,
My nose runs all
your
the time.
nose is very annoying.
My
You have
nose
an
runs.
annoying nose when you get old.
Well, I'm getting old, and my nose runs all the time too now. I don't know if I got.
No, you have to get a
Allergies?
lot older to get it, for it to get
Oh,
this
so
annoying.
mine
Yeah.
isn't really
You're
running.
young yet. Yes, you're not.
So that means it can't run then.
Yeah. What's that now?
So this is like a gummy. So take it. Can you see it?
Oh, it is.
It's a piece of candy. Yeah. So this is what it looks like.
Can you chew it?
Yeah. It's a piece of candy. And then tell me what it tastes like. Oh, there's something in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're burst, gummy burst, cotton candy grape.
I can taste the grape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really taste the
I
cotton.
like those.
I don't really taste the cotton candy, do you?
No. I like them.
Yeah.
And
So
they're not too sweet. They're
No.
just straight.
I'm not a big fan. But yeah, so and then we have one last thing. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can read that with the
Okay.
okay.
You know what I like about this testing thing? It's not too complicated and it's not too deep. You don't have to think too hard.
Why do you think I do it?
Well,
Uh-huh.
that's probably why.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
so here's...
But it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, these are cute.
What are they?
Look at that. Well, you tell me. You take one. It's another gummy.
Oh, I like the way they feel.
They look like little whatever you're going to taste. Okay,
Okay.
eat it. I like this one.
I do too. What does it taste like?
It's a clementine.
A what?
A clementine.
What's a clementine? Is that an orange or something?
Yeah, you know, it's
Oh,
the tiny
okay.
oranges. You know, they call them clementines.
Yeah.
It tastes just like
It
that,
tastes
doesn't it?
real good.
It is good, yeah.
Mm.
You want one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tastes just like a clementine.
This will be our lunch. Okay?
Speak for yourself.
Healthy lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah. Those are good. That one's really good. That tastes exactly like a clementine.
yeah.
Again, I got all these at Walgreens. You know where I shop because I get a discount. That's
And
why I shop
yeah,
there.
they have a lot of that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. So I'll leave this all here. Maybe Dell will like some of it. So I think I have a tooth infection now. So
Oh
I'm,
no! Which tooth is it?
it's back there. So anyway, I'm going to the dentist. They can't get me until next Wednesday. So a week from today, which is fine.
Oh.
You know how you try and play tricks in your head? I'm like, oh, maybe it's from, I wear a retainer at night, my Invisalign.
Well, yeah.
And I
yeah.
thought, oh, maybe, because it's kind of, it's
Well, it won't have to be
like,
pulled or anything like
no,
that.
I had two
Yeah.
root canals back there, and but it's
Oh.
kind of on the gum. And you know how you play tricks. I'm like, oh, maybe I was sleeping on it all night and the Invisalign, but no, it's been a while now, so go get it checked out. And then somebody stole my credit card.
Oh my God.
I know, what else can happen? But thank goodness, you know, they're so quick on that fraud
Well,
stuff.
you canceled it right away. I mean.
Well, they called me and they're like, did you
Oh.
make this?
That's how they caught that one.
Yeah, with
online.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
But your people even put flights on it. They put airline tickets, remember? On
Well,
yours?
what they did, this was
It was a
a
while ago.
long time ago, and I never bought anything like real expensive, and I never traveled. And so they must keep track of the kind of stuff you order. And one day the phone rang, and it was a Visa calling me, and they said, did you order some airline tickets to somewhere far away?
Yeah.
I forget where. I said, no,
Yeah.
no, for sure I can say that.
Yeah.
And so they said, well, we're canceling your card and giving you a new one. And sure enough, they had canceled. I mean, they had ordered something for over $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. They must know your habits. Even when I
they
did
do.
the Best Buy one,
Yeah.
when I was paying for that web root thing, they wrote me and then I said no, because then I canceled it because I figured they were double charging me. But and then for this, I didn't even notice it. And I usually look at my account actually every day, and yeah, they were like, "Did you make this purchase?" And they texted me, and I pushed no. So then I called the number that they had, and so and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna cancel." And then you have to call member services to get a new one.
Yeah.
And so, but I actually just went to, the credit union. And then I just waited and they gave me a new one.
Yeah.
Although it sucks because I have some stuff that's automatically taken out every month. And so you have to deal with that. But at least, sorry, they caught it. you moved on me, so
Did I move?
don't know.
Oh, I'm
Stay.
sorry.
Well, you moved closer to me, so I'm trying to. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Trying to get the camera back. So yeah, so that yeah, this one, and then I'm gonna go look at a couple cars after this at a lot.
Oh, you still driving your?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and I talked to my mechanic last night because he's the one that reached out to me. He was looking. I sent him a car I found, and then he had seen this one at a dealership or a couple, and he said, you know, if you like them, then bring them over and they'll just look at them to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
So thank goodness I have them like helping me and looking out for me. But he said he knows somebody whose son drives like a Hyundai and it's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's been doing that for a long time. But again, he doesn't, he just drives from school to wherever. He doesn't like go on big trips.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it seems like it'll, and then I figure when I get a different car, I'm gonna ask Jesse's friends. She has 2 friends. One of them just bought that last bike from me.
Yeah.
And they don't have a car, and they work 7 days a week. They each work 2 jobs.
Oh.
So I thought I would see if they'd want it. I'd just donate it to them, and then they can just get comprehensive on it, which isn't a lot of money.
Is that you've had that car for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, remember when I had the same car and that guy hit me and tried to flee, and he broke the back axle, and then I went to get this. Al went with me for this one.
Oh, see this one I don't remember that well.
Yeah, it's just the same car, so it probably seems like I even had it longer because it's the exact same car. Except for this is a push start.
It's a nice looking
I know,
car.
I was gonna drive it until the wheels fell off of it. Even the guy at the Hyundai dealership, he went out to see it and he goes, even before like he just went out the door, he goes, oh, that's, you kept that up. And I said, yeah.
But there's no way, huh? I mean, it's not fixable.
No. And then
well, and you want something safe, that's for sure.
He actually called me today, the guy from the dealership, and he's like, yeah, well, you know, I know you wanted to get into something. I go, I ain't getting into another Hyundai. I'll tell you that much. I go, it's your fault, and you guys would only give me $600 for the trade-in for it. And I said, no, not gonna happen. So, so yeah, so that's where I'm at there. I'll find a car when I find a car. That's what I told Kelly. He's my mechanic. He's like, you know, I said, oh, my credit card just got stolen. And he's like, Tracey, I go, I know. I go, but you know what? Here's the thing. A lot of things happen, but it always ends up okay. Somehow something falls in my lap or it all like turns out. So what's the use of getting upset over it anymore, huh?
Well, that's life. Did you ever think of when, I mean, usually one thing and another and then another, and then you keep, you know, taking care of all that stuff, but that's all life is a lot of different happenings.
That's what I was thinking this morning, because I just got all my tax stuff together because I'm going to go next week. And that is all life is. It's just you taking care of stuff. You know?
That's what, yeah. And
that's life.
It is. It's one thing after the other.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I've been thinking about like, what's the purpose of life? And I really don't think there is. Like, you know how you think you have like one purpose, like you think that you're put here to do something, and nothing against other people that feel that, but I've come to the conclusion now that I'll be 60, because you think, so you keep, and I think you really put a lot of pressure on yourself if you feel like you haven't done enough or fulfilled whatever you think, like you don't even know. Like at 60, I'd be like, well, I don't even know what my purpose is. But your purpose is just being here, just being.
That's it, just living your life.
Just being. Yeah. And being a nice person. Don't be a shit.
Oh my God.
Don't be a shithead.
I mean, that is, if everybody in the world were kind.
Yeah.
Think what kind of a world, I mean, just once in a while, let yourself get to that thought and just think how beautiful the world would be.
I know. A lot better than it is now.
But otherwise, there wouldn't be much of a history. It would just be, oh, everything was good. Everything was swell. Everyone was wonderful.
Well, yeah, that's what they say about life, that if everything was good, you wouldn't appreciate it because you wouldn't know what the bad times were. But I don't know, if everything was good, you'd just be sailing along.
I could take that.
Yeah, I could take that too. Yeah, I could take that.
But you know, I have an awful lot of time to think in here because there's nothing to do for me, because I can't see and I can't hear and I can't play games and I can't. So I mean, I have a lot of time to read. I still read all the books and reread them, and now I forgot what I was going to say. No, now I remember. It came back. You know, every once in a while I lose something and it pops right back in.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm with all these old people, and of course I'm old too. Yes.
But do you feel old?
But I just have some, you know, people ask me sometimes, and I don't know why, you know, but they do over the years. But I never think old. I never think old. I never think I'm old.
No.
And I think that is half of it. It's how you feel. If you feel old all the time.
Well, like I said, your body gets old, but your soul doesn't get old. You know, I mean, like you're still that essence of that person, who you are, who you always were, even when you were young. And I think staying active and staying curious and reading like you do, and that then, you know, your body's going to fail. It just does.
Well, yeah, but then your body gets, you know, you say, well, I feel good. That's that song. I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel fine. And even when I don't feel good, that's the way I feel. I feel good. And I know it sounds silly and everything, and I know, but it's just, I mean, I was thinking about that. That's what I've always done, and maybe that's just how I get through things. I say I feel good.
I've been thinking about that a lot too.
I mean, like, it's how you think a lot. Yeah,
that like people believing in something gives them comfort, and you know, and that's what works for people, like having I don't know, believing things will get better, or believing in a higher power, or believing something, and it's the only thing that gives you hope. Or not believing in something, and then you know, but that you have to have something that keeps you motivated to keep going. Yeah. That it brings people comfort.
I think, well, and I think bottom line is what we're both talking about is an attitude. An attitude that I know even when and I know when you're sick, you're sick. I mean, you can't say, oh no, I'm not sick. I'm not making it that simple. But when I've said this before too, and I've done this since I was a teenager, I guess. But anyway, you don't feel good, or you feel unhappy, or you feel disappointed. All you got to do is go look in the mirror and smile or laugh. But I tell you, it works miracles.
You haven't been able to let go of some things. I mean, there's things that you've studied your whole life, and that's what I'm saying, that
oh no, there are things that happened to me when my mother was awful. But yeah.
Even recently with know who. Yeah. That you just have to let that go, because that is the answer.
You do.
There is no answer, and you keep trying to push it, and it just makes it worse. Do you know what I mean? You sometimes just have to let things go.
Yeah.
But, like with Grandma, do you care if I tell them that Grandma, like your mom,
she was mentally ill.
Yeah. And she said she never wanted you. She wished she didn't have you.
Yeah, she used to tell me, it was like a mantra, I should have drowned you when you were born. Whenever I misbehave or something. it got to be, yeah.
Okay, that's yeah, and isn't that sad that would become normal?
But the thing was, I was a child, and my dad didn't want me either. So, anyway, he wanted her to have an abortion,
Yeah.
and she did it. She was young. But anyway, this is they both didn't want me. Let's put it that way. And I was alone a lot.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what my point is. What the point is.
Well, what's funny is then you took care of both of them.
Well, I
when
did from the time I was old enough. I would put her to bed at night when she came home inebriated. And I would, I would do a lot. I'd do the cooking and the cleaning from the time I was 8. I don't know how good I did it, but I did it.
When you were alone, and then when she couldn't pay the rent, you guys would sneak out and...
Well, she made that, she was good at that. And this was during the Depression, the Big Depression, 29. That lasted until the Second World War, and then it was over. So all through my childhood, and women, she was divorced, and women weren't divorced back then.
Yeah.
They had a man to take care of them. And so it but I don't know. When I grew, the good thing is I grew up. And I'm on the point. Yeah, I grew up. I went to school. I grew up, and I was lucky that I found this wonderful guy that I was married to for 60 years. But times were different then.
Yeah.
And people had different ideas when they got married. They were going to, it wasn't complicated back then. And now everything is complicated.
It is complicated.
But anyway, the reason I got through it, I think it made me stronger. Actually, and I took care of my mama till she died. In fact, I was holding her in my arms when she died.
And then even your dad, even though you wrote him your whole life and he never would write you back, but then he got sick and he came to live with us. And
Oh yeah, she always was coming back and forth to live with us.
No, your dad.
Oh, my dad.
Yeah, that he never talked to you your whole life.
At the end, I didn't meet him
until
I was like in my 50s.
Yeah, and then when he was on his deathbed,
and then we saved his life. The doctor said we saved my husband.
Then sent him back to California.
Anyway,
well,
that it's a long, sad story. I think it has a happy ending. I turned out okay, and but what my mother has is inherited, I think, and some people inherit it, some people don't, and I think this is where the problem comes in.
We always say, you got a little bit of Grandma Hayes in you.
Yeah. I mean,
but
she was mean and cruel. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people have tough lives, a lot tougher than we had it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining.
No, but what I'm saying is that the human spirit is something that is amazing, that gets you through it. And that's why, going through all this, I don't even think about it anymore, because it's just, okay, got to deal with that. Do you know what I mean? You don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself or thinking life is picking on you. It just is life.
Well, I think that's how I got the attitude that I have from the time I was young, is because I was living in a when all the other kids were married, their parents were married and all. I lost my thought there, as you can tell, when I started. It was what I was going to say was interesting.
Sure, it's very profound.
Anyway,
the human spirit is very resilient.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was always alone.
Yeah.
And because my mother had to work, she did waitress work back in those days, because women didn't work. And I was alone, usually in a small apartment. no babysitter, and I was pretty young then. I mean, I was old enough to fix myself something to eat, and go to bed and stuff. And I would put a chair by the front door of the apartment that it was usually just a small apartment. And I would sit in that chair until my mom came home because I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
and I was scared a lot when I was a little kid. But there was this one thing, and I always felt. Now I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's just the truth. And I always, when I was alone though, I always felt this presence. And I can remember sitting in front of the door, just a hard kitchen chair, and feeling this presence. And it was like saying to me, they're there. You're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me comfortable.
Right.
And
gave you comfort.
And this is what happens now when all of the stuff happened. There was the present. It says, you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. And I think that spirit or presence or whatever he says that to all of us when we're in bad situations.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it. I mean, some people maybe don't hear it literally, but I did. And so...
Well, and I was alone a lot. I mean, even 6 kids, I was alone.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and that was the thing. None of them even knew who I was because, none of us really knew each other. We were all like 4 years apart.
Yeah.
And the oldest one was out of the house and pregnant and married when I was 3. And, they always thought they had to I was...
It is hard being the youngest.
Well, they had to watch me, I got to babysit Tracey.
Yeah.
And I was always, feel like I was like a burden. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to take care of, that they had to take care of me. And I was, I'd be in my room a lot. I would be playing the Mickey Mouse Club.
They weren't very loving siblings.
No, they're not. No. But you wonder where that comes from too. I mean, I think there's a lot of families like that.
Yeah.
And I wonder, because I'm envious sometimes of people who I see these posts oh, this is my sister, she's my best friend and stuff like that. And I think, how do you not want the best for your sibling or your family or, how can you be cruel to somebody? But I don't know. That's a personal trait, I guess.
Yeah.
Again, that goes back to just being kind, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, boy, this got deep after eating some Cheetos.
Our conversations always go one way or the other. Either get really stupid or they get sad or they get... But anyway, that's life. A lot of, everybody has a story. And it would probably make... Each life would make a beautiful movie, probably. But anyway.
Or not, yeah.
Well, but you know what? You just smile and carry on. And then you feel the presence.
Okay.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Is it ready?
Are you ready?
Am I ready?
Go out.
Oh, come on. Let me give you a hug.
No, I mean, I got a certain, you're lined up in the camera there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go out.
I'm just
now you keep moving over. I keep moving over to the wall. I'll be at the wall pretty soon.
Okay.
Ready? Go out. Go
out and have an adventure.
Make an adventure, no matter how big or how small. You don't have to sell everything and move into a van. Why?
Because you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
And she'll have another van one day.
No, I won't have a van.
You don't think so?
No.
You'll have...
I'll move out of the country.
That's even
I'll
better.
have
where you can walk by the ocean.
I'll have a cabana boy. How about that? I don't want a van. I'll have a cabana boy. Okay?
Yeah.
Go call someone you love, and as Joy says...
Tell them you love them.
Yep. And don't you dare...
Forget.
Your magic. Your magic. All right. Say goodbye, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Tracy.
Okay. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye now.
Bye.